If you follow the news, you'll find stories about the Middle East are abundant. Wars, ethnic strife, oil interests, the Arab-Israeli conflict, and religious fundamentalism abound, and most of these issues can be traced back to the rise, stagnation, and collapse of the Ottoman Empire. The origins of the Ottoman dynasty are shrouded in mystery. According to the histories, they were descended from a Turkish warlord, Bey Osman I, who is believed to have been descended from the Kai tribe, an Oghuz Turkic tribe that migrated out of the Asian steppes in the 9th century AD. However, the earliest of these records comes from the 15th century, rather than contemporary sources. Osman I ruled a small beylik around Sogurt in the 12th century. The Ottomans were merely one of many Turkish tribes in the region, struggling for land, but through marriages, alliances, and successful military campaigns, the Ottomans were able to expand, eventually controlling not only Anatolia, but the Balkans, Levant, Mesopotamia, the Arabian Peninsula, North Africa, and much of the Mediterranean. At its peak, the Sultans controlled an empire comparable in land to that of the ancient Roman Empire. The reasons for its decline are many, but they can mostly be attributed to its failure to industrialize, its lack of social cohesion, and the actions of various great powers that sought to weaken and undermine the Ottomans in an effort to build up their own empires and expand their influence in the Balkans, the Mediterranean, and the Middle East. By the 1800s, the Ottoman Empire was widely called the sick man of Europe, and the final nail in the coffin was their participation in the Great War under the leadership of Enver Pasha, who sought to recapture the imperial glory of the Ottoman Empire under the leadership of such men as Suleiman the Magnificent, Selim the Grim, and Mehmet the Conqueror. But let's consider a world where the Ottoman Empire did survive. What effect would that have on the history of the Middle East? How would that change the world as we know it? We don't need to go back hundreds of years to figure this out. What if the Ottoman Empire had not joined the Central Powers in 1914? What if they'd stayed neutral? Could the empire have been saved? Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.